You know, everybody wants to have a tiny home. It seems to be a craze across the USA. Well, it occurred to me here a while back that I have a tiny home and I've had it for some time, and there it is right there. It's a drivable tiny home, and it's called a Class C motorhome. Okay, you can get all kinds of these things. And another feature is if you want to, you can tow your car behind your home when you're moving from place A to place B. How does that work? Wonderfully. So let's get in the car here now. My all electric Chevy Bolt. That's it right there. All electric. 2022 2LT. And my drivable tiny home. It's 160 square feet approximately of living area. 160 square feet. So I'm sure that will qualify for a tiny home. So let me put the phone in the holder here, like so. Straighten it up a little bit, like so. Or I'm not sure, is that straight? Well, it's straight as it's going to get. So, yeah, and naturally we're going to be driving into the sun. Let me see if I can do something about that glare. Okay, here's a little towel. Does that? No, yeah, now you get to see a reflection of the towel. So I was going to do something smart there, but I guess it ain't going to work. But let's go. Come on. Giddy up thing. I got to start it first. Hear that? Hear it start up. You get the dings like you get in every other car. I have 6,999 miles on this car. Still new. So let's, you got to put it in drive. Got a range of 282 miles. And away we go. How quiet is that? Pretty dadgum quiet. So we're going to just take a little ride this morning. But yeah, tiny homes are a fad. A good fad or bad fad, I don't think there's any good or bad. It's individual choice. If you choose to live in a tiny home, do it and enjoy the hell out of it. This is Capitan, New Mexico, elevation 6,600 feet near Ruidoso, New Mexico on a what morning? Monday morning, and this will probably go up on Wednesday or Thursday. And that's the way that goes. I keep videos scheduled a few days ahead. Why do you do that, Rusty? Well, because sometimes the internet is really slow, and if you don't have a video already out there, you may not be able to upload one. So to avoid that horrible circumstance, so that you would go into withdrawal from not having one of my videos, both of you, I have scheduled videos in advance. So here we go. Main Street, Capitan, New Mexico, Monday morning. It's 10 o'clock. We'll call that 10 o'clock. And away we go. So, tiny homes. I tell you what I did this morning. Or yesterday, actually. Yesterday I had a brain storm, or actually it was just a brain shower, just a little sprinkle. And because I was sitting there and I was thinking, why don't I get me a Class A motorhome? I mean, hell, I'm 77 years old. If there's anything I want to do, I better do it. So I got on the internet, went to Motorhome Specialists out of El Dorado, Texas, the #1 volume dealer of motorhomes in the United States. And I checked them out. Well, they're still pretty damn expensive, even though they've come down a little bit, and they will deal with you. And they have a number of units that are for sale. I mean, they're not, you don't have to order everything now. But they would qualify as tiny homes for sure. So I got checking them out, and I thought, well, let's find out how much trade-in they'll give me. So I filled in some information about that. And then this morning I went out walking, of course, and then I guess you'd call it sobered up, or whatever you call it, buyer's remorse. I got to thinking, it's going to cost me a lot of money to make this transition, it's going to cost me something. They're not going to give me the new motorhome. So I looked at different chassis. You got the Ford Transit chassis, you got Chevy chassis, Ford chassis, and then you got Mercedes-Benz chassis, which is primarily diesel. The Transit chassis is for the smaller RVs doesn't work for me. I want a separate bed, you know, that I don't have to fold up and fold down, because I live in my tiny home, Class C motorhome, all the time. So that eliminated quite a few. And the prices right now, for a new 2023, they do even have some 2024s out there, is anywhere from $78,000 to $90,000, in that range, depending on what size unit you get. I get the smallest one they have, the 24-footer, with no slide outs, you know, no power leveling stuff and all that. The basic stuff, as basic as you can get, because they usually order them with packages so that you have to get the TVs and all that stuff. And I've talked about that before. So anyway, out walking this morning, I thought, do I really want to do this? No. Because the one I was looking at that was very interesting, it had no slides. It's on a Ford chassis. It's got the Ford, I can't remember what, 450, but anyway, it's 7.3 liter gas guzzler. Well, it doesn't guzzle much more gas than the Chevrolet. I've got the 6 liter, about the same, but it does have more power. It's got more torque and more horsepower than the Chevy. But the advantage of the Chevy is it's an old proven engine. Why am I talking about this? Well, I can get on to it then. You know, it's an old proven engine, but the cab, the sitting area, the driving area of the Class C motorhome on a Chevy chassis has more room. It's easier to move about to the back and forth, you know, whatever. If you were traveling and you needed to get something from the kitchen or go to the bathroom or whatever. Ford is slightly narrower in that respect. So anyway, I backed out. I mean, they haven't called me anyway, you know, and they probably won't. So, but here we are, guys, out for a drive. I got me a good old Diet Dr. Pepper, and I got me some dark chocolate almonds, and well, actually I have some almonds and separately dark chocolate. It's 70% dark chocolate. Here comes a Class A tiny home right here, and you know, you can get some of those that are smaller, you know, like that one there is not that long. You can get some that are like 26 feet or 28 feet. I can't remember what they call them. I looked at those too, but they're about $20,000 more than a Class C. They do have a little more space. You know, you got a bed you can get around to put the sheet on and all that stuff. And the bathroom probably might be a little bigger, I don't know. But moving along, guys, moving along. It's a good life, you know. If you build a tiny home on a location somewhere, then that's your home base, you know. That's where you'll be. But if you just buy a piece of land and get power and water, possibly a septic if you need it, put you a Class C motorhome on there, or a travel trailer or something, you're done, man. You got you a place. And you know, a lot of people don't choose to live like that. You know, they want the, you know, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 3-4 bath in a neighborhood, in a gated community. And you know, I've driven through those. I'm sure you have too. Man, it looks like a little, I don't know what you call it, man. It's just, you know, it's those little cookie cutter houses, and you're paying $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000 a month. And yeah, it's whatever you choose to do is you. Have I ever done that? Yeah. I was on the hamster wheel of life, running in circles, making money and spending it, and I'm still doing it, I guess. Well, I've been pretty frugal though. I mean, I do have some money, a little bit, not much, but it's because I am somewhat frugal in my lifestyle. I don't eat out and all that stuff. So, what can I say, guys? You do you, I do me, and life goes on. And you know, that reflection of the vent in the video actually kind of adds a little flavor to it. You know, that shows that the Chevy Bolt has a vent there to defrost your windshield. See, otherwise you would not know that. So see, I add these features into my videos, and they have certain benefits to let you know that this is a pretty nice little car. And it really, this car has more stuff on it than any car I've ever had in my entire life, including I had Cadillacs and Suburbans and all kind of crap back when. But this highway goes by Oh, what is it? Rob Jagger's Bureau of Land Management campground. See, now we've turned out of the sun and the reflection's gone. See what I mean? See how magic that is? And this is a beautiful drive here. This goes to Fort Stanton. Let me put the video up. Well, I can't put it up much because you'll be able to see that it's got some kind of a radar stuff up there for that cruise control stuff. And if you turn the video up too high, it picks that up. But isn't that a beautiful sky? Hardly any traffic. Man, I'm telling you, I can't complain. But I'm just taking my morning drive now. Now, those of you that really wanted to know about tiny homes, that part of the video is gone. We're going on to chapter 2 now, which is basically just a drive about through the mountains of New Mexico near Capitan and Ruidoso. How about that? We'll go by Rob Jagger's up here, and I'll tell you how crowded it is, because it's right here on the left over this hill. You come over this hill, Rob Jagger's is right there on the left. This is Highway 220, I believe. Goes to Fort Stanton. It looks like they've got about 8 RVs in there. We'll drive through. We can look at it. We've got nothing to do. Rob Jagger's. Yeah, they've completely redone it. Added extra sites with water and electric. Yeah, you'll see all kinds of different ways to go camping here. Again, this is Rob, R-O-B, Jaggers, Jaggers, I think. Bureau of Land Management, near Capitan, New Mexico. About 4 miles out of town, which is very convenient to the grocery store and anything you need. But yeah, all these sites have water and electric. They do not have full hookups. They don't have sewer, but they do have a dump station, so when you leave, you can dump. Because you can only be here 2 weeks. And that's true of most state parks and all that stuff. Of course, RV parks, you can be there as long as you want to. This old boy here, I can bet you, is a full timer. Because look how he's got it. He drove up there. He got it level. That's called a uni home. From Texas. Can you imagine? Guy drove up here from Texas. Now, you want to see a low budget campsite? I'm going to show you one. I'll show you what. If you want to get by cheap and enjoy camping, I'll show you this right here. See it? We're winding in the picture. Did I not go far enough? Let me back up. Should be right in here. Why not? Oh, there it is. Can't hardly see the chair. See that chair right there? It's just a reclining chair on that campsite. And that tells you, that's the way to do it. Just walk up here carrying a chair and set it down and go to sleep. Beats the hell out of everything. There we go, zoom back out. Then you got a A-frame pop-up deal here. That's what that old boy from Canada used to have. So you see, we've seen 3 different ways, and we've seen 3 different campsites. Everybody's got their own thing, man. You got 2 bicycles. There's a family right there. They got them, I don't know what, it's a travel trailer, obviously. It looks like about a 20-footer. Let me see, turn around here so you can see. And 2 dogs. 2 dogs, 1 kid. Oh, there's 1 more kid inside. How you doing there, bud? It's called a mini light. Then, over here on the left, we've got a guy in a 5th wheel. So we haven't seen 2 of the same yet. Okay, there you go. Now you've seen the 5th wheel. Now I'll get over here. There's a lady walking. Yeah, he's got an exercise machine outside. He's got chairs. He's got a motorcycle. He's got a bicycle, 1, 2, 3 electric bicycles, and a little carrier for the dog. How about that? They have the old vault toilets here too. So the name of this video is going to be Tiny Home and Rob Jaggers. I mean, I cover everything, boys and girls. I don't miss much. Now, see, there's a Class A. Oops, right here. See that one? I don't know what kind that is. That is an Allegro. That's pretty good. That's a good unit. Expensive. Not that expensive. That's probably $250,000 in that range. And there's an old boy in a, what is this thing? It's fiberglass. Oh, it's called an Oliver. Now, those things are pretty damn expensive. That is all fiberglass. And I think it, I don't think it has propane. I think it's all electric, and there's something unique about it. Anyway, so we'll cruise on a little bit here, guys. We ain't got nothing to do. Y'all got something to do? What y'all got planned today, anyway? Nothing? You know, if you plan to do nothing, believe me, you'll be busy all day. Yeah, I like these little old drives. I do it every day, pretty much. Some days I skip. Yesterday I didn't go anywhere at all, driving, walk. Took my morning walk, and then a little later I walked down to the grocery store, which is round trip about 1.5 miles. Went by the library. I mean, I know y'all are enjoying the crap out of it. I'm working, guys. This is my job. Straight across there is Bureau of Land Management land. Just a little ways down this highway, you turn left and go down an old gravel road, and you can camp anywhere out there. Bureau of Land Management, free, no charge. And they got a lot of places around here, man. There's probably 6 Bureau of Land Management campgrounds within 20 miles of where we are right now. And they're not very crowded. I mean, you may find a few people there when school's out, but right now, probably not much. Even when school's out, not many people like, actually, there are a lot of people that enjoy boondocking, but this is not one of the most popular areas for boondocking. You got Arizona, northern Arizona, and other parts of the world. Isn't this pretty though? No charge, guys, no charge. We'll drive down to Fort Stanton and we'll end this video. It's about 3 or 4 more minutes. Y'all can listen to me smack on almond. You don't want to eat many almonds. They're pretty potent stuff. New Mexico. I thought about going up around Santa Fe or up to Taos. Shit, man. I got more right here, I guarantee you. Off to the right in the camera, or the video, you might be able to see Sierra Mountains. That's around Ruidoso. Got mountains, got snow on the top. But about the end of May, that'll be gone. The snow. We're going 35 miles an hour. That thing I was trying to think of earlier, that's called adaptive cruise control. And I promise you, it's hard to turn it off and keep it off because it keeps coming back on, and I don't know why. I really don't want it on. That was Rio Bonito, which means basically a little river. Or pretty river, I'm sorry. Is it Bonito pretty? I think we can make a loop through here and then we'll let you see a little bit and I'll end it. This is Fort Stanton. The main part is up to the left over here. Have they got a roadblock set up down here or what? That looks like two cars blocking two lanes. But I'm sure I could probably get around them somehow, but we'll go this way. This is all Fort Stanton right here. In fact, we'll park here and let you look at Fort Stanton while I end the video. That's the fort. Okay, though that's the old building. And I'm not sure what year that was there, 1850s probably. But anyway, guys, from Fort Stanton, previously Rob Jaggers, previously Tiny Homes. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Anytime. Use the Amazon link if you want food with it. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life. If you enjoy a tiny home, do it. If you don't, don't. Adios. Bye-bye.